YouTube. What up? Brent Thomas coming to you again. You know who I am. This is video 3 on this YouTube channel. I'm a husband, father, physical therapist, fitness enthusiast, veteran of the Texas Army National Guard, new YouTuber, and looking to help out the community and the world as much as possible. My mission statement, you heard it in that first video. I'm a phenomenal father, an incredible husband. I have a Greek god physique, so aesthetically pleasing it deserves to be sculpted by Michelangelo himself. I drink whiskey. I am always in ketosis, and I eat whole foods. Now, those aren't things that I'm currently doing in their entirety, right? But it is something that I strive for daily. And the fact that I read it daily, and I rehearse it daily, and I imagine it and meditate on it daily, it helps to stay at the forefront of my mind, right? So it's guiding my steps. It's ordering my steps. It's showing me the path that I'm laying out for myself that I want to walk and show up in the world as. Video 3, I'm sitting here. It's about 11:30 at night. All the kids are in bed. All my babies are asleep. My wife is in there catching up on some work and watching a little bit of YouTube herself, actually, or maybe even Netflix. It was a little show a show she was watching. I hate when people say a little something, right? They kind of diminish it, or not kind of, but they diminish it either intentionally or unintentionally. But I try not to use that word when I'm describing an activity that somebody else is doing, because it's diminishing and dismissive. And that's one of my pet peeves, to be honest with you. But had a long day, 4 hours of sleep last night. Our baby girl was up until midnight or so. Had work all day today. I'm a physical therapist by day, and then I ran a junk removal business for about 2 years, right when COVID kicked off, and then it became a side hustle and a background project. And so I managed some of those ongoings throughout the week as well, throughout the day. We just got back from a good friend's house, and I guess the topic of this video is going to be being intentional about the people you surround yourself with, right? They say that there's a common saying that we're the accumulation of our 5 closest friends, and their habits and their thoughts and their mindsets and their the way they show up is going to rub off on you. It is going to have an impact on you. Shout out to Dad Game. It's the hat I have on now. I love these hats. And matter of fact, I'll have a link in the bio if you want to get a discount on it. But incredible hats, show up for my family and whatnot. And the individual's house that we went to, the reason I point this out, I actually gifted him one of these hats. And the funny thing about that is that a week before I bought the hat, it landed at his house. He and his wife go into a different door, right? It went to the front door from the delivering company, but they go in through their garage, which is in the back of the house. So the box sat there for about 3 days, and honestly, I thought that, dang, I guess he didn't like it. He didn't say nothing about it, right? Turns out they didn't see it. So I hunt it down online, find the tracking number and all that, and they say, oh, it was delivered. He finds it. He has one. His is black with a white embroidery for the Dad Gang word. But I sent that to him, and it turned out that he was having another baby. He has one baby. He has another one on the way. And they were telling us we were going to go to the house that day that it got delivered. My wife and I, but we couldn't make it or whatever. So sent some cookies in our place. So not only did he get the hat saying Dad Gang, he and his wife got some cookies, some great cookies from a Crumble Cookie Company. And that was a way to celebrate their good news of having a new baby, right? This guy has helped me out so many times with moving into my house, throwing parties at his house and inviting my family over, having other good company and whatnot. And just this evening, we go over there. He didn't say anything about this, but he had some couches being delivered. And sure enough, I was able to use my muscle to help you know, unload the couches, get the old couches out of the house and into the garage and whatnot, and just able to be there for somebody. And even afterwards, he didn't know this, and I told him later, but got his truck closed. He brought the stuff in on his truck from a city that was about an hour away, is where the warehouse was for the furniture. So when he got there, my wife and I had already had lunch for he and his kids, our kid. His wife she didn't want anything. And, you know, just community, being there for him, had stuff lined up. He came from work himself. He was helping out an aunt with a dryer, and then gets home and still has work to do. And guys, as men, I had a cousin tell me this, there's always something to be done. I freaking plunged the toilet earlier today with an auger. If you don't know what an auger is, look it up, okay? It's gonna be it's a pivotal tool that's gonna be in your household. My kids, it was like a piece of a shower curtain ring that holds the curtain to the rod, had fell into the toilet, and it was like a little ring, so it would catch tissue and clog it up. I would go in there and plunge it or whatever. It'll work for a couple of flushes throughout the days. And my son, hey, it's clogged up again. Well, I finally ordered this auger off of Amazon. So as a man, you're always going to have stuff to be doing, especially around your house, right? You got to stay ready. Stay ready, stay knowledgeable. And as you experience stuff, you will gain knowledge with it. Well, with this friend with his truck, I closed it up. I got it tailgate closed up. He had straps laid out on the ground that were, you know, strapping down the furniture. They were clean looking, so I knew he didn't keep it in the truck bed. So I put it inside the cab of the truck, stowed it up, closed it up, let him know. He was just like, you did all that? You know, like, dang, appreciate it. I was like, well, bro, you got my back, I got yours too. You know, I got you too. But you have got to foster that community where there is a reciprocity taking place. Don't go out trying to, hey, I'm gonna do something for you, so you do it for me. And it's taking time to get to this point too, through multiple interactions, through growing, through aging. I'm 35 now, he's 35. And we have kids, you know, went through school and stuff like that. And just life experiences will teach you how to vet people, who to surround yourself with, and who is gonna be a beneficial relationship. But you gotta develop them, because there's another saying that talks about, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with people, or go with someone. Long story short, if you have a long-term goal in mind, which for me, creating this family, being that phenomenal father, being an incredible husband, having that Greek god physique, those are the things that are not going to take place overnight. So I have to have the fuel, I have to have the courage, I have to have the resilience to bounce back and stay the course, so to speak. The same guy has helped save me from some distractions that have taken place as well. Fellas, you know what I mean. You're in a relationship, pretty young thing walks by, or a intellectual thing walks by, or whatever it is about you that sparks your interest in the opposite sex, or that sparks that appeals to you chemistry wise. When it comes to relationships, those things are going to come. And if you're in a relationship, being distracted by those things and acting on them will derail your progress that you're making heavily. And I'll get into that in another video about one of my experiences with that. But hey, the people you surround yourself with should be individuals that are pouring into you. They may take away from you at times, like your energy, your time, your attention, and so forth, money maybe. But when you sit back and look at that from a bird's eye view, you zoom out and look at that relationship, there should be an equal amount of pouring in and taking away. You yourself don't want to be the person that's just using them all the time. Yeah, you can get ahead in life with that. You can be manipulative. You can get more money. You can just siphon their resources and whatnot. But that's not the kind of relationship I'm talking about. I'm talking about building up some people who are of the same mindset as you, and they're growth-oriented, goal-oriented, in my case, family-oriented, And you can see that they can go with you for that distance that I'm trying to reach. Hence the reason I sent that fucking hat, Dad Gang, motherfucker, because I'm trying to build a fucking gang myself. Not trying to, I am building a gang myself by being able to show up as myself. And it's incredible. He's incredible. My wife's incredible. My kids are incredible. His wife's incredible. All of us walking around this fucking earth have an amazing contribution to give. We all have gifts. We all have talents. We all have thoughts, voices. We all have something within us that we can give, that we can bring to the table and share with everyone else. But you have got to tap in and figure out what that is for yourself. For me, I love to work out. I'm not the most fittest right now, but give me a second. My papers are inside my tracking sheet that I showed you guys that first day. Or if you go back to the very first pilot video, you'll see my tracking sheet that I pulled up. And I'll link a screenshot to it in the section below, or in the comment section, right? But I was 256 about 4 days ago. This morning I was 252. I'm on that keto diet. Just before this video, I consumed 2 flounder filet of fishes, however you say it, and some spinach with balsamic vinaigrette dressing. We had Chick-fil-A earlier, what I brought to my friend and his daughter, and then my kids and my wife. We had Chick-fil-A. I got some grilled chicken and avocado ranch dressing to stay in my keto range, and just making it do what it do. And again, this cruise, that once again a goal, is driving me to stay dedicated to that keto. And yeah, it's working. So the people you surround yourself with. I think I'm gonna end it right there. I'm feeling the energy with this video. I hope you feel the energy and sincerity in this video. And as I keep making these, I'm gonna keep perfecting my craft and perfecting my voice and showing up for you all and actually sharing some beneficial and pivotal information with you. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great evening. Love yourself, get some rest, and get ready to show up tomorrow. I love you.